Hello and welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and today we're working on this pattern 48687 from friendshipbracelets.net. And it's interesting. You can see they used 3 whites and then 3 other colors, the blue, yellow, and purple. I'm not sure how we're going to do this. The purple gets used the entire time. The blue gets used an awful lot. I'm not sure. I guess, whoops, Control C. We'll see how we do out the colors here. Let's get this thing over here and rotated. My templates are actually available over on my website, AKAAWOL.com. They're not trimmed down to the size that like this is. Mainly because, you know, if you guys are using different string than me, I don't want you to end up being like, oh, it's too short or whatever. Like, I want you to customize it to your kind of size. There we go. Obviously, we're not going to use white because if we try to change out the colors later on, white will change out the background as well. So let's get something for that. Doesn't have to be crazy. Yeah, that'll do. Kind of just a little bit of an off-white. Oh, I don't know why I do this so often. I have to anchor the layer before you can paint to the other layer. So there's our little center thing. We can use some of the colors that are actually in this. That's not a problem. So the purple comes around it like that, and then out like this. So it's kind of a simple pattern, but I think we're going to try to jazz it up a little bit. I don't know. I kind of feel like it's been a little while since we've done one of these my takes on a video, and I feel like it'd be fun to try something different. So we'll see. Starting out like it is, though, this is just part of it. Knowing there's just this one purple strands for now, kind of mapping it out makes sense. How far do we got? We got a ways. So we go from the dot to this to the dot. What would happen if the next time we go bigger? Right? So the yellow, let's put in the yellow. Let's see what we got here. Okay, imagining this is going to be white considering how much of the other ones are white. So the yellow goes this way and in. And then outside of that. Right, and then this one gets the white dot. So this one would have been the smaller, so this will get the yellow coming in this way. Aha. And with the blue staying to the outside, that will be a white dot. See? We're off to a rip-roaring changing start. So now, so single, double, single, triple. I guess it goes back to a single. Like that, right? So that way the yellow can come around it, then to a double. And then a single. Kinda. Well, okay, let's see what the yellow does. The yellow comes out this way. And then inside here. Oh, this might not be so bad. Oh. This might not be so bad at all. Because then, right, we still have the blue to work in here. Wait, so let's do the blue real quick. Well, all right, let's be responsible. Let's put in our underlying strings. Let's see what we got. This is slightly less glamorous than just kind of rushing ahead. Whoops. But it will make things easier as we move along. And if we're just, everything else is going to be the white, we might actually be able to do a big massive paint in thing anyways, as long as we have this in first. Mind you, it didn't need to all be like the 3 whites, because one of them does not do anything, and it's not like the white gets used so much. That's why I was thinking about doing something with the purple, because the purple obviously gets used more, but the blue kind of gets used a lot too, and I really can't do both of them. I don't know, kind of a little bit torn on that. So the fact that this is going to kind of come around the way that it does, though, kind of does excite me a bit. Like that's kind of neat. It'll have an interesting start and an end, you know, just kind of works into something. I don't know why I'm so taken with that sort of a thing, but I do like it a lot. So this is one of those ones where, you know, there was nothing wrong with the pattern. There was no need to alter. It wasn't like there was something broken. So kudos to the artist who came up with it. It's cute. But yeah, kind of throwing your own spin on things. It's kind of fun. And it seemed like an easy pattern for that sort of thing, you know. I wasn't sure what I was going to do, to be honest. I had no idea coming into this one. I kind of knew I wanted to try doing something with it. I kind of thought maybe we would bring in more of the white to do something different or interesting. But in the end, the changing out the size of one of the diamonds seems really kind of cool, especially since that's going to be, you know, one big one here and then one big one on the other side. Like it's just going to be an interesting count in between all these things. All right, so now this blue. So it sort of goes this way. And then where the purple one is, it does that. Interesting. So where the yellow one is, it comes all the way out. That's a little slightly confusing. And where the yellow one comes all the way out, so that's perfect. There's no gap, so it can come all the way around. Yeah, I got a little unsure as I was coming towards the end there. I was like, wait, what if it's the gap before this thing? But no, it's where the yellow is, it comes all the way out. So it hugs around closer to the yellow, which is kind of perfect considering we made the yellow go all the way to the outside part like that. And so as we're doing this, seriously, all that's left are those 3 whites. So yeah, that's kind of cool. I guess this goes this way. Trying to, I mean, I could have kind of like brought it inwards or done whatever. I'm trying to keep it to a nice easy path because I'm going to, obviously I'll be making this on my live stream. If I can make it easier on myself, obviously I want to. Speaking of, in case you haven't checked them out, you should check out my live streams. They're kind of cool. We have a lot of fun. Sometimes it can actually be really funny. And, you know, I can answer questions and yeah, it'll be good. All right. So that is all the colors are connected. Everything that's left is the white, which we've designated as this color. So this is the thing I was talking about where we can change all this stuff, right? So we just select this and we go to paint and then we can fill whole selection, and that way all of them change at once. And if we used actual white, then we try that, our whole background goes. So that's a thing. Oh, I didn't see it changed all the way down here. All right, so now the select tool, and grab this one, Control C, Control V. This is the flip tool, flipping vertically. This is the moving tool. This program I'm using, by the way, is GIMP, in case for some reason that wasn't clear. And there, that's all nice and lined up. We can anchor that. And there's our pattern. So yeah, see, we got 2 of the bigger spots. Then yeah, that turned out really, really cool. And that was kind of a quick change from our original to something completely different. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. Before I go, I do want to thank my Patreon supporters who make this stuff possible. I wouldn't have been able to do all this without them. So thank you guys very much. If you enjoyed this, be sure to hit like. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, that'd be awesome. And as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.